The world is a dangerous place. And though your day-to-day life may be a mundane experience, overlapping itself without your acknowledgement, that doesn't mean that a world of trouble isn't happening right now outside your doorstep. Thoughts like this can truly make one paranoid. But what about what you can't know, or discover for yourself? Or what is only understood by a select few with the power or bravery to venture? This is the lore of those cases, and you're watching Terrorlore. So let's get started. Devon Island, located in the Canadian Arctic archipelago, and site of a 39-million-year-old impact crater, is the first on our list. The annual average temperature hovers around -16 degrees Celsius, or 3 degrees Fahrenheit. In the winter, temperatures plummet even further, making it extremely difficult for humans to survive in such extreme cold, without proper shelter, clothing, and heating systems. The intense cold poses an extreme threat to human health and survival. The island is also subjected to the harsh conditions of the Arctic climate. Strong winds, blizzards, and frequent storms batter the island, adding to the challenges of living there. These weather patterns, combined with freezing temperatures, create an unforgiving environment that can lead to frostbite, hypothermia, and other life-threatening conditions. The harsh Arctic climate makes it incredibly challenging for humans to adapt and thrive. The island's Arctic tundra landscape supports only sparse vegetation. The cold temperatures, short growing season, and thin layer of soil make it difficult for plants to thrive. The surface is so barren and alien that it was actually used as a research base for scientists looking to simulate living conditions on Mars in 2004. This, along with the limited availability of sustenance, further contributes to the unsuitability of long-term human habitation on Devon Island. The island is located in a remote part of the Canadian Arctic, making it isolated and challenging to access. Its distance from major population centers and the absence of established transportation networks create logistical difficulties for sustaining human habitation. Limited communication systems and the extreme climate add to the challenges faced by potential residents. The isolation and inaccessibility make it difficult to establish a stable infrastructure and provide essential services. The environmental constraints on Devon Island further hinder its suitability for long-term human habitation. The island's harsh conditions limit sustainable agriculture and economic activities. The lack of fertile soil, limited growing season, and scarcity of natural resources make it economically unviable for large-scale settlement. The environmental constraints imposed by the Arctic landscape and climate make Devon Island an inhospitable environment for permanent human habitation. Good luck ever making it out of here, but it'll be a welcome breeze compared to our next option. The Danakil Depression, located in northeastern Ethiopia, is a 124 by 31 mile plain notorious for its intense heat. In fact, it's one of the hottest places on Earth. Temperatures regularly soar above 50 degrees Celsius, or 122 degrees Fahrenheit, during the day, creating an unbearable environment for humans. The scorching heat and relentless sun exposure make finding shade and water sources incredibly challenging, leading to severe dehydration and heat-related illnesses. Another reason the depression remains uninhabitable is the presence of volcanic activity. The region is home to Terrorlore, an active volcano that continuously spews lava and emits toxic gases. Sulfuric acid and other noxious fumes fill the air, posing a severe threat to human respiratory systems. Breathing in these toxic gases can lead to respiratory distress and other life-threatening health risks, making it extremely hazardous for anyone to inhabit the area. The depression is renowned for its geothermal features, such as vast salt flats and bubbling hot springs. While these may seem intriguing, they emit high levels of the same toxic gases mentioned before. As shown here, the hot springs even look like an irradiated wasteland, and are ironically almost just as deadly. The combination of all of these, and the unstable ground, makes the Danakil Depression a treacherous and dangerous environment for human habitation. Water scarcity is a significant challenge here, as it is one of the driest regions on Earth, with minimal rainfall throughout the year. Access to fresh water sources is scarce, and the existing water sources are often brackish or contaminated with minerals and chemicals. This scarcity of clean water makes it nearly impossible for humans to survive and thrive in this arid and hostile landscape. The Danakil Depression is characterized by its unstable geological features. The region is prone to earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and other geological hazards. The ever-shifting landscape poses a constant threat to anyone attempting to inhabit the area. The unpredictability and potential for sudden natural disasters make it an unsafe and inhospitable environment for long-term human settlement. Miyake-jima, or simply Miyake Island, is a volcanic island located directly south of Japan, and is the next one on our list. Though while it may seem like a picturesque paradise on the surface, it holds deadly secrets and a storied past to prove it. One of the primary reasons why Miyake-jima is uninhabitable is, as you could probably guess, its volatile volcanic activity. The island is home to Mount Oyama, an active volcano that has experienced multiple eruptions in recent history. These eruptions also release toxic gases, including sulfur dioxide, which pose significant health risks to humans. The presence of these gases can cause respiratory distress, eye irritation, and can even be fatal, making it unsafe for people to live on the island without gas masks, which all citizens are actually required to carry with them at all times, and can be a haunting sight to the uninitiated within itself. The constant volcanic activity on Miyake-jima leads to the emission of high levels of these toxic gases, which is not only harmful to breathe, but can also lead to acid rain and damage vegetation. The island's air quality is often compromised due to these toxic gases, making it unsuitable for long-term human habitation. These risks associated with exposure makes living on Miyake-jima hazardous to your health. The island also has designated restricted zones and evacuation areas due to the ongoing volcanic activity. These areas are off limits or highly regulated to protect people from immediate dangers associated with eruptions. In 2000, when the last major eruption of Oyama occurred, all of its 4,000 residents had to be immediately evacuated from their homes, where thankfully, no fatalities or injuries were reported, unlike other eruptions in the past. Miyake-jima faces several environmental constraints that make it unsuitable for human settlement. The frequent volcanic eruptions and resulting ashfall have adverse effects on the island's soil quality, making agriculture challenging. The lack of arable land and limited resources create significant barriers to sustainable living. The combination of these environmental constraints, along with the volcanic activity, makes Miyake-jima an inhospitable environment for humans. The Atacama Desert, our last entry, is located in northern Chile and is known as one of the driest places on Earth. Its arid conditions are characterized by a complete lack of precipitation. Some areas of the desert have not seen rain for decades or even centuries, and the scarcity of water sources makes it a nearly impossible wasteland for all living beings. The only characteristic this shares with Devon Island is its physical comparison to Mars, but is unfortunately much hotter than both, while being a veritable wasteland. This desert exhibits exceptionally low humidity levels, contributing to its reputation as the driest non-polar desert on the planet. The lack of moisture in the air makes it difficult for humans to breathe, and can lead to dehydration and other health issues. The dryness also causes rapid evaporation of any available water sources, making it difficult for all organisms to survive in this hostile environment. This place experiences a harsh climate with extreme temperature fluctuations. During the day, temperatures can soar above 40 degrees Celsius, or 104 degrees Fahrenheit, while at night, they can drop to freezing temperatures. Such drastic temperature variations put additional stress on the human body and make it challenging to find suitable shelter and maintain a stable living environment. The soil and mineral composition of the Atacama Desert presents significant challenges to human habitation. The soil in many parts of the desert is saturated with high levels of salt and other toxic minerals, rendering it infertile for agriculture. Additionally, the desert is known for its vast deposits of sodium nitrate and lithium, which have been extracted for industrial purposes, but are not suitable for sustaining human life. This is also in the location where one of the largest scale mining disasters occurred, leading to the heroic 69-day rescue operation in 2010 at the San Jose copper gold mine, saving 33 lives in the process. The extreme conditions of the Atacama Desert support only a minimal range of specialized life forms. While some resilient species of plants, insects, and microorganisms have adapted to the desert's arid environment, the overall biodiversity is relatively low. The scarcity of food sources and ecological niches further restricts the potential for sustained human habitation. As you can see, our planet holds a diverse array of terrifying places that cover every base of our environmental fears. So while you lay in your cozy, air-conditioned room on your bed, be thankful that you'll only wake up at any of these places in your nightmares. I want to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, feel free to tap the like button, subscribe button, and even the bell if you're down for it. I intend on posting tons of videos covering many topics that I know will interest you, as it does myself. But until then, I've been Terrorlore, so stay frosty out there.